We have more evidence that the spring foreign tour of President Donald Trump was very successful. The president campaigned on an America First policy and said the United States was providing most of the funding for the defense of North Atlantic Treaty Organization nations. According to a recent report, only 6 of the 28 countries that make up NATO are pulling their own weight. President Trump promised he would make NATO pay their fair share, and a couple of months ago, he went to Europe and called out NATO nations to their face. He said, quote, NATO members must finally contribute their fair share and meet their financial obligations. This is not fair to the people and taxpayers of the United States, unquote. Well, we recently got some feedback on Trump's leadership. Last week, the Secretary General of NATO, Jens Stoltenberg, I may be mispronouncing that, said that NATO is going to increase spending and start enforcing their own requirement that member nations allocate 2% of their gross domestic product for defense spending to help fund NATO's joint military operations. According to one news source, the increase is meant to demonstrate to the United States NATO's commitment to shouldering more costs and that the U.S. has reliable allies in the fight against common enemies. And that's not all. German Chancellor Angela Merkel went public with her extreme dissatisfaction of President Trump not falling for the global warming hoax. The president wanted to renegotiate the Paris Accords and get a better deal for the United States. European leftists, being who they are, said no, that they were happy with what progress had been made thus far, and honestly what leftists wouldn't. Under Obama, it was decided the American taxpayer would do all the heavy lifting when it came to the global warming redistribution scam. When European leaders said no, Trump wisely pulled America out of the Paris Accords. And again, we're seeing the results of strong American leadership non-existent during the weak Obama occupation of the White House. According to the communist rag Climate Change News, Germany has massively reduced its global warming agenda ahead of the upcoming Hamburg G20 summit meeting. The communist rag lamented how Merkel is backing down to appease President Trump. This is all good news, folks. President Donald Trump is making the American people the priority of all negotiations and agreements with foreign governments, ending the shamefully foolish policy positions of Barack Hussein Obama, and returning America to a position of strength. This is what real leadership looks like, folks. When you're trying to lead from behind, you can't see what's going on up front.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.